One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. 7 yards, the pickup there. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 3. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays. But I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Kaepernick. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
This Tampa Bay front was the toughest group to run the football against last year, and you can see why with plays like that. This is a good unit that got into the backfield and stopped that play before it could get started.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now Rosen on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Rosen. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
The kick is
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Throwing now is Kaepernick. This is caught by Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Right there, 54.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. To throw is Rosen. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And
another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rosen to throw again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Bears 3.
Rosen will throw. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
To O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Buccaneers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now Kaepernick. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 91. Press him. He's coming. Double up.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done. Still a great return and very good field position. On 1st down, it's Patterson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did. Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Watch 84, watch 84. Mike 52. Switch up. You're Mike 52.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown. Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running left is Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Jordan Lucas there on the stop.
No gain on that.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, Rosen. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Fournette running right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 4. Here's Rosen to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Buccaneers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff. Fournette running left. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
17.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10-10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Patterson on the carry. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Throwing right, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Patterson, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A pickup of 5 yards. 1st down, Chicago. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
2-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
You can fold it, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch them work, watch them hate, watch them learn, can't relate. Watch them stir out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red, green, red, tight. Step the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Get the ball. Mike 5-4.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Complete.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 8-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
To number 80, O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
I don't want to see what's good, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Rosen. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 9. Here's a give to Fournette. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
First down, a run with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A handoff to Fournette. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The ball carrier.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
A gain of 11 on the
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Buccaneers 31.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run with Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
To throw, Kaepernick. That's caught at the 2. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now on comes the Bears offense as he'll be called in to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
To Leonard Fournette. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Rosen. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, they go right back to him, and he makes another.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And the return will be stopped at at the 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Easy, easy, easy. Mike part two. Not here. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Man, that's trash.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there. 54. 54 is Mike. All day. Monday. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Monday.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Back now at Soldier Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Kaepernick now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jason Pierre-Paul. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rosen off the play action. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. On 1st down, Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Once more, they turn to Patterson, and he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former first-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
The Bears on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Kaepernick. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
1-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and he stopped immediately there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. 11 yards there, first down.
Chicago Bears believe they got a steal getting Cole Kmet out of Notre Dame, the tight end, in the second round because on most boards, he was a consensus #1 tight end. He can block, catch the ball downfield, and it was funny talking with a scout right before the draft, and he told me, I think there's a lot more receiving ability for Cole Kmet than people think. We just saw evidence of it on that last play.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 7. They run the counter. Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as the Bears push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 20. As he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A 28-yard
That's
gain.
good for 28 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
From the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Mike Evans. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Bears' 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Play action, now it's Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Bucs success on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. 3rd down here.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and goal.
Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Wait, that 29. Alpha. He's coming. We got that 26. 26.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Brady again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's into the clear. 30. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Buccaneers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Wait, that Alabama 380. Come on. Hey, check back 21. Regular.
Brady now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Buccaneer 1st down.
Good job, good job. Wait, that 180. 58, come on. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. One final try now for Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
31.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.